everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to work with this pair of denim jean capris. They're like a stripy, that real thin striped look. I love that. I think it's so cute. Anyways, these are, like I said, they're like a capri length. And I thought we would do some work on them. I don't know for sure if I'll put like any kind of a stripe or anything. Add a panel on the sides is what I'm trying to say. But I'd like to use some of this fabric right here with the flowers. I'd like to cut some of these flowers out and applique them. I thought it would be fun to have like patches and then applique onto the patch and then patch pants. Yeah, I think that'll be fun to do. So I guess we'll get started. I'm going to cut out some of these, cut out some flowers that are mostly whole, and we'll get started. Okay, I am covered in thread. I have sewn on all of these flowers to these denim patches. Super cute, right? It's a lot easier. So I bought a walking foot. So I think it's, yeah, it's a walking foot. Yeah. So that I could do applique easier. But still, I find that it's going to be easier to cut that straight. To applique onto a patch and then sew the patch on. I still have to open up the sides of the legs so that I can get in and sew this stuff on. But yeah, so this is my first real experience with applique. I've done applique and a couple other things, that one trench coat and something else, but it's really difficult. It was really difficult, and then I realized that it was going to be a lot easier if you had a walking foot. So I bought one of those, and yeah, it is easier, but I still feel like taking this whole piece of clothing and twisting it and turning it in the sewing machine to applique is going to be hard for me. So for now, I just decided to do it on the patches, sew the patches on, and I think it's going to be a cute look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure if that's, I might have to do some more, but let's cut the sides of the pants up. So, going about 1/2 inch on the back side of the seam. And same thing over here. It does have this little side split there. I'm not sure how I will handle that, but I'm going to cut just on the outside of it because I want to stay with that 1/2 inch approximately on the back side of these seams so that we can sew these pants back together. Ooh, getting a little close there. Okay, so that's that. And now we're going to open this up. Leaving this as our front. Could do a couple on each leg, or we could do a bunch. Could do something like that. I do have a lot more here that I could cut. So I think what I'm going to do is actually cut these a little bit shorter. So I'm going to kind of lose this little slit thing here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this other side and do the same thing. That might not be completely straight, but it's okay. And this will ravel, give us a nice ravel there, or I might sew something around along the bottom, like some lace or something. Like maybe a piece of that along the bottom. Possibly. I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, there's probably enough. I'm sorry, I'm probably not talking loud enough. I forget sometimes. I'm a mumbler and I sometimes forget. So I think that would actually work. I'm trying to think if I wanted to sew it. Underneath or over the top. Something like that. Okay. I'm gonna go sew that on. I'll be back. Okay, guys. So I got just this white piece of lace. That's not what I want to call it. Eyelet like fabric on the bottoms. And then I open this up. I'm gonna do 3 patches on the front leg, and then this is the back leg, so there'll be 2 over there. I applique a couple more pieces, so I have 10 total, so that's 5 per leg, front and back. So I'm going to do 3 on the front, 2 on the back, and then I'll take the other leg and do the same thing with the rest of these patches over here. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm just going to take this over to the machine and pretty much, I think, zigzag around here and then just around all the edges, sewing these on, and then I'll come back and put the other patches on the other leg. So I'll be back when I have all these sewn on. Okay, back from the sewing machine. I have sewed on both legs. I've sewed the patches on, 3 in the front, 2 in the back. Got the white cuff part on there, 2 on the back, 3 on the front. So we're all set to sew these legs back together now. And this one. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm just going to put these back together. I'm going to sew this so that actually, I'm going to sew this together the other way because I want that, I want the fringy stuff to fray, and I want that on the outside. So I'm definitely going to put these back together, wrong sides together, and then just going to do a seam down the side like that on both sides, and then we'll come back. And then after I get them sewed back together, my plan is I'm going to do a little bleach, but I also want to do something I've never done before. I know. Weird, right? So I've seen a lot of people doing the paint splatters, and I really love that look. So I have to decide what color paint I would like to splatter on these. Doing the bleach will be the white. I think maybe maybe some kind of a pink splatter might be good. So I have to look at my stash of paint. But yeah, I think that'll be fun. I've never done the paint splatter, and I think it'll make these capris look really cute. So I'm going to go sew up the side seams, and then I am back. This is the next morning. I left off with telling you that I was going to, I believe, sew up the sides, and then I was going to bleach, probably bleach, and that's what I did. I'm not showing you yet because I want to show you after I'm done talking. So I took those to the sewing machine, sewed up the sides again, and then, oh yeah, I brought them over here and was looking at them, and I said, ew. After I sewed the sides together, these things just were off. They were not, see, they were off, way off. So I'm like, I can't have that. So I chopped them both off, chopped both legs off. They're all crooked. I'll save these. I'll use these for something. So yeah, I wanted to tell you that. I didn't film that part. I was just like, ugh, I can't deal with this. Yeah. So it turned out good though, because you know when you cut off this, you have the raw edge, and then when you wash it, it just frays ever so nicely. So anyways, I did that, and then I took them outside, got my bleach. Pretty nice in Michigan yesterday. A little windy, so that was a little bit of an issue, challenge. But anyway, I did my spraying, and I was like, nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. What's going on? So I'm like, please don't let these be pants that aren't going to change. So I left them. I hung them outside. I left them and walked away. And sometimes when that happens, like it hits me. Oh my gosh, I left those pants outside. Like I forget about it for hours. So I went out and they were amazing. Here they are. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here they are. I love them. I keep saying to myself, oh, I probably should stop doing this bleach. People are probably sick of seeing it. But you know what? I don't even care at this point if people are sick of seeing it. I love my bleached clothes. I just absolutely adore them. So by leaving this, it just gave it the perfect, like I wouldn't have gotten this. I would have just said, oh, this probably isn't going to turn, and I'm just going to bring it back inside. But I left it, and I'm telling you what, it is amazing. Let's turn them over. There's the back. Do you love it? These got bleached. Some of the flowers got bleached. I just think it brought those patches right into the pants. And then look at the sides. Look at the fraying on the sides, the fraying around the patches, and these cuffs. So I love these a lot more. They're just a tiny bit shorter than they were gonna be, but they're capri length. So it just gives that nice little fray at the end. Oh, you guys, they turned out amazing. So yeah, this is what we did. Not a long video because really not too much going on. We cut both sides up. I appliqued on some patches so that I didn't have to try to applique and turn all this fabric in the sewing machine. Hats off to Tracy Myers, who does this all the time. Hats off to her. She is an amazing upcycler. Love her channel, love her clothes. I'm not her. I never proclaim or profess to be her. I don't know. She's got a talent that I surely don't. But anyways, I felt like putting them on the patches was a very cool way to be able to get that element of applique and your patchwork. So that's what I chose to do, and I love it. I'll do this more times. I really love it. So yeah, we put the patches on, cut off the bottom, sewed up the sides, and then went for the bleach, and then washed them, and here we are. So now I said I wanted to do some paint splatters. Now I'm a little nervous. To be honest, I am a little nervous because I absolutely adore these pants the way they are, but I have been wanting to try splatters of paint. So we're gonna try it. I gotta go get my stuff and I'll be right back. Okay. So I just put down a piece of scrap jean. I'm gonna practice on this first. Got my splatter brush. Got a little Arby's cup with some water in it, and I chose these two colors. So let's look at this. kind of like this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one. So I'm going to, so can you see that? I don't know. I don't know what you can see because you're way up there and I'm down here. That's really pink. That's really pink, you guys. Oh, yeah, okay. So we're just stirring it up. Get it off of the brush. So, what am I going to use? Oh, wow. Okay. I think that'll work. So let's move that. It's messy. Oh wow. I love it. I love it. And you know, I'm not adding anything to the paint or to the clothes or anything. If you've ever had clothes on that you were working with paint and you got paint on your clothes, it never comes out. So this ain't coming out. I can virtually guarantee you. All right, so the problem is, making a mess here where I want to put my pants. I need to do one side and then I won't do the other side with you. I have to do the other side after this side dries. Yikes, okay. What I was saying is, like, I will do this side with you. And then once this side dries, I'll do the other side by myself. You know what I'm saying? I like it, though. I do. I might have to get a little bit more. We have a lot here, more than I needed, but I still have the other side to do, so maybe it'll be just right. Still gets all over, that's for sure. Yeah. I like it. I do. It just gives it that extra. All right. I am going to let these dry, and then I'll do the back, and then I, of course, have to let the back dry, and then I'll take some pictures of them. I don't have a mannequin with legs, as you already know, so I will have to hang these on a hanger, probably with some clothespins or something, and that's the way that I can show them to you. I'll do my best to get I take pictures far away so that you can get the whole view of it, and then for some reason it doesn't end up looking that way to you in the camera. I don't know. I'm just doing my best here, but yeah, I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll do the other and then we'll do pictures and that'll be it. I'll come back. No, I won't. This is goodbye between you and me, because you won't see anything after this except for pictures. So, all right, you guys, I appreciate hanging out for another upcycling video. Hope you enjoyed this funky jean video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.